Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Humankind. It's been a fair amount of weeks since last I played this game. Life got in the way and I have been on holiday for 3 weeks in Mexico, which was amazing. I really enjoyed that. I saw a lot of places. We went on a road trip. We went to a different place in Mexico by airplane. I just saw a bunch of amazing things. It was really incredible. After that, I came back. I just needed to recover a bit because it was non-stop, just going all over the place and seeing new things pretty much every day, meeting new people every day, hanging out every day. And I'm a bit of an introvert. I really enjoyed it, but at the end of the day, or at the end of the 3 weeks, I had to go straight back to work, and so I really felt like I could use or could have used another break or something like that, you know. So I didn't really feel like recording big new gameplay videos. You know, I made a few videos, but very short ones, pretty quick and easy videos to make. This is the first real long gameplay video that I have done since I came back, or am doing since I came back. So, Humankind, yeah, it's been a little while. Let's see, these independent people provide science, influence and money to King SiC. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is new or if I have just missed it. But this is nice that we have this little blue icon between the gray, because I was just waiting for these guys to turn blue constantly, but they have a little blue icon there, which either I never noticed or is new in a recent patch. Anyway, everything is done for this turn. We had a big battle over here in this continent, Yasodharapura, yeah, pretty much. I guess that's how you pronounce it. We have a bunch of people dead or nearly dead, and we can either upgrade these guys, which I think I was holding off on because these are a specialized unit and I don't think they gain a lot by being upgraded. So let's end the turn, and we have a finished project here in the city. What else is there to do? We can add this army to that army, because there was an extra space in there.
This proposal
Then,
respects
the Mughals want a non-aggression pact. The Mughals, where are the Mughals? Over on our right. We don't really have any cause to engage them. We don't really share direct borders. And what is happening with them? They are the liege of one empire. They are the liege of the Mississippians, the green. The green is over here, which... Was I fighting them or no? I'm not sure. I'm guessing no. We are at peace with everyone else. We are at peace with King Beowulf, which are the Dutch. They have this territory over here. We are at peace with the Taino, which only have this one territory over here. There's some independent cities. These guys are pretty big. And then we have the Poles, King Midas. They're pretty far away as well. Do we want to accept this? I guess, yeah, why not? Why not, right? Let's see, we have a lot of stability dropping over in Yasodharapura, so we need to do something about that. Let's see, a commons quarter, we can get +10 if we build something over here. We will lose a little bit of food and a little bit of production, but we can live with that. That is absolutely fine. It's only going to take one turn. That is a good choice. Alright, we are losing a little bit of stability over in Urim as well. If I remember correctly, we just switched to the Haudenosaunee, which seems to be confirmed by the fact that we don't have any era stars. So as a result, we can still make a lot of these three sister plantations, but of course all of them are going to cause -10 stability. Not necessarily a huge problem, but it's something we need to keep in mind. We'll go for a little bit of production in that city up there. Then Chang'an over here, let's see, is at 100 out of 100 with a 0% surplus. So if we build another district, they are going to incur some kind of penalty. Also not immediately the worst possible thing, but again, something to consider, and maybe we can get some other bonuses here in a few turns. Not really. We have a wall that we could work on, and I guess that is worthwhile. It is 4 turns, but that is fine.
With 5 research quarters dedicated to science, one wonders what will run out first, food or pens and paper.
Alright, we have a civics osmosis. +3 influence on territories if territories are following your state religion. Interesting. We are spreading our religion quite significantly. So, do we benefit from this? +3 influence on territories if territories following your state religion, as opposed to, what was it before? What do we have right now? I guess we have religious hostility. Yeah, +5 faith on territories adds a new grievance against empires with a different state religion. All of these other guys basically have open-minded. I'm going to ignore that for now, I guess. Though, if I do, we're going to incur a -50 stability bonus, which is probably going to cause a rebellion in this city. Do we want to do that? Probably not. But is it worthwhile changing that? Like, what is our religious pressure? I have no idea how much it is. Like, how much we really need that extra little bit of pressure. It's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't really show all that much, I guess. And we would replace that with influence. I guess, yeah, why not? We'll go for it. Just to save the peace on my own continent here a little bit. We can upgrade our horsemen to knights. Alright, so that's interesting. Now we have these guys because I think I wanted to expand over in this direction, but we could not yet do that, I think. We'll upgrade them to knights anyway. We'll send them back out into the water and we'll see how far they can go, because they only have the transport galley. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that. I wanted to have the Dutch, if I remember correctly, because the Dutch actually have a transport that allows them to go onto the water and go towards different directions or different territories before anyone else can. So they're great for exploring the waters and claiming new territory, especially in the New World. But for now, that is not going to be a possibility. And so we could spend 3 turns to get +10 food for artificial reservoirs. That is a 1-up bonus. Because of course it depends on the river, and the river is not going to grow. Influence, what is this? +2 science, +4 science. This is per researcher, so that is going to scale up over time. This depends on research quarters and adjacency. Money, we're doing pretty okay on money, but we could always use some more. You know what? Let's go for levy administration. As for this place right here, we need to boost the happiness a little bit if we can. I guess we could also just grow another army or build another army. We have swordsmen. This takes 8 turns, that's a lot. Pikemen. The knights, 8 turns. Crossbowmen, 8 turns. Let's go for pikemen right now.
There's a stealth army inside your empire's territory. Now, any ideas on what they might get up to?
We'll skip this one more turn, and we might explore up here a little bit and see what is over there. Maybe it's the way across, who knows? We have no idea. And stability here is going down a little bit. We could improve that, This just provides us influence, however, so that is not great. What else? +3 food, +3 money, plus... Ooh, artisan workshop, +8 industry. It's not great in terms of, you know, how much industry we're already producing, but it is per population. That can scale up over time significantly. And it's only 1 turn, so, you know, why not? Seems like a lot, but it's not really. But it's fine. It's enough. +3, +7 in 4 turns. Maybe do this in 1 turn, because it's cheap, you know. Wealth of the faithless. The empire stands for tolerance and religious freedom. Faiths of many denominations welcome here. However, now that your own religion is stronger than ever with 2 holy sites found across the land, you have the power to decide if minorities of other faiths should be subject to taxes for peaceful coexistence. +10 stability on territories if territories following a foreign religion. This does not apply to us. This does not apply to us either. It's not worth the influence. We are going to ignore that. These guys are okay over here for now. Is there anywhere else we might want to go? Like, it's not easy to... We could cross over here, but we don't really have a bad relationship with them. How are we doing with you?
Sovereign.
War support is going. We can send them gifts now. That is new. There was a new patch. They're careful. They're introverts. They are a turtle. Expansionist. That is weird. An expansionist turtle. And they're a protector. They're at war with the Dutch. They have not met the Poles. And they are the liege of another empire. But then they are a vassal to the Mughals. These guys are a vassal to the Mughals. That's a little bit weird. Right, well here it makes sense. They are a vassal of the purple guys, these guys. They are the liege of these guys. So these guys serve the purples. Nobody else has anything going on, as far as I can tell. Heavy infantry has been researched. That means we can probably upgrade some of our armies, which is great. We'll meanwhile send these guys out into the water. We don't see any territory that we could upgrade. Alright, here we go. Now these guys can get upgraded. 2 great swordsmen, and they're level 2. That is a worthy investment, as it only costs 400 gold. I am okay with that. And then we have these guys over here as well. We'll upgrade them too. And then we have in San Lorenzo, pestilent pastures. Some terrible affliction blights the livestock of San Lorenzo, causing the animals to foam at the mouth, attack each other, collapse and soon perish. Whatever this disease may be, it spreads like wildfire. There is a growing inevitability that this plague will reach other settlements and thus imperil food stocks across the land. Worse, there are scattered reports of people also falling prey to the frightful new ailment. We must decide how to best stem this pestilent tide while we still can. So we have 2 options. We can go control, which moves us back from progress, and we will get Parsimonious on San Lorenzo. We will lose science but gain money. I'm not too worried about money. As for lockdown, we will move towards authority, which we are quite far into the liberty tree, but we will not lose any effects that we currently have. We will gain some stability, but lose some industry. I'm actually okay with that, because we produce a lot more industry than the 10 that we will lose from this. We'll move this troop over here, so that we have 2 armies of 5. That will be absolutely fine. We can make the Palace of Versailles, which will be an interesting investment for the future. But I really need to work on our happiness here a little bit. Plus 2 science, plus 6 science in 3 turns. Plus 3 money. Like, none of this is particularly great. Influence, though, is always nice. We might go for that. A bit of extra money in 1 turn. A bit of extra food in 1 turn. Let's go for the money and then go for food. Just to postpone any real decisions I have to make, I guess. Yeah, everything else here takes a lot of turns to make. Plus 20. This might be a worthy investment. We'll build one here. It's going to cost us a little bit more stability loss. But I think that will pay off in production, and then we can do some other things that will offset that in the future, I hope. This is also fine. Food is fine. Anything else that we could do, maybe? Influence in 1 turn, never wrong. Science in 1 turn, never wrong. And this, yeah, like, we'll go this one, and then we'll see. As for technology, we need to have a look at where we're going, because we just got access to the Rotiskenrakete, but our science has not caught up, so we really need to invest in that. So actually, let's select this. So we would need centralized power first. We will get access to draftees, which is an upgrade for the citizens in our cities. We'll get halberdiers. We'll get taxation office. We can ignore gunpowder warfare apparently, because these guys do not need access to gunpowder. Supply lines, extra city cap, thoroughfares and so on. Let's go for that. And then let's try investing in some real... oh man, yeah, I'm going to have to withdraw because we're just not going to make that. We have to invest in some science. Plus 8 over here. We'll be fine. What else? Any good options? Plus 9. Why not? It's not that much, but all of it adds up, you know? It's empire-wide, so that is going to be fine. And Unug over here can do something similar, I guess. Though this takes 4 turns, which is kind of weird. You would think we would have more production than that. We'll go for influence. And then manuscript atelier for the extra science. Because of course that is still an option everywhere. Plus 2 science, plus 7 science. 7 turns for plus 5 science. None of that is particularly great. We can go build a science district right there though, especially because we have a stability of 105%. So that's definitely worthwhile. We need to catch up on our science because we have access to things, or we could make things that we don't have access to yet. Though with that in play, with that said, existential chasms. The empire is enthralled with the rational investigation of nature. Many cities awash with scientists and their studios, and so on. As well as the great boons brought by their learnings, their insights sometimes threaten the established truths of your faith. How should such divisions be interpreted? Plus 1% science on holy site, or on research quarter plus 1 faith. We'll go with compatibility.
Indeed, there is a difference between inspiration and investigation.
It's a tiny difference, but it is going to have to do. Plus 8 science, that's pretty decent. We'll grow for that, also because it doesn't have a negative effect on stability. Plus 2 science, plus 2. Plus 4 industries, not great. Plus 2 industry, not great. Alright, charcoal kiln might be worthwhile, especially because it will scale with additional makers quarters in the future. So those turns are invested well. Those stealth army notifications are a little bit annoying. Leadership, osmosis. How are we doing? We are at the maximum. We do not want to replace that because we will go down to 4 out of 5. And we will keep 5 cities, so we will lose influence per turn. We are going to refuse that. It is going to decrease the stability here, which is unfortunate, but it is going to have to be that way, I guess. You'll stay there. As for the city, still cannot do much. I guess we could make a garrison, which also provides some stability, plus 10. And we could build it somewhere highly protected. Like, they cannot go up here because of cliffs. They could go through here. If we build one here, we get the stability boost and a very defensible location. So we'll build up there. There was some engagements happening here, but someone retreated. Did not dare to commit. School plus 1 science on research quarters is good skill as well. Let's just go for it, because it's 1 turn. It doesn't really matter. Plus 4 science from the House of Scribes, because we have 4 researchers or scientists, and that is what it influences. Centralized power researched. So we get the draftees. That is nice. We get halberdiers and we get taxation office. Now that also means we can probably upgrade some of our armies. We get some strong bonuses for this, but we will lose stability. Can we still claim a wonder? Nope. Alright. Also because we still need to build something, right? So we could make the Palace of Versailles. Have some cities work on that. I think that would be cool. Build it right there, because it's only a 1 foot tile. Unuk is going to help out with that, shaving off a lot of turns.
Your people see it as a place of safety and a symbol of power. Only your friends know of the extensive wine cellar.
Alright, so that is working out pretty well for us. Plus 6 science. 3 turns, we'll grab that. And like anything I can do to boost my science production right now that is not going to cost stability, I think is something I'm going to have to consider. We have a decent amount of people here. We could get some envoys and go around behind enemy lines and just sneak around, because we haven't had one in a while. Jangan, food, stability, it's a balance that we need to consider. Plus 2 industry, not great. How are we on food? Plus 6 food in 2 turns, I think is decent, especially because it does not influence our stability. Now, slaves. How do we procure them? Criminal slaves or war slaves. This will give us industry and influence on garrisons, which we don't have a lot of, but we could make more of in the future. Commons quarters, however, are things I'm going to make more of, and we also move towards the world geopolitical axis, which we are already on our way towards. So
I hope you don't start altering law enforcement practices just to get your production quotas filled.
that will be the way to go. Right, envoy, you can go ahead and grab that, so that's fine. We should definitely start upgrading these guys. I kind of forgot about that, but we have a lot of money and a lot of spearmen to upgrade. There we go. That is nice. So we got some stuff for that. Where else can we go? Nowhere else really, except right there. And then we'll see where we can go from there on the next turn. I'll go ahead and grab another one of those for just a 5% bonus. It's like, it's not a lot, but it's something. 7 industry. It's not a lot, especially over 9 turns. But I guess the problem here is we need to invest into production by building districts. Well, we don't have a lot of stability. So that's kind of difficult. We could do games. This gives +5 stability. But I don't know for how long. Let's just do it. Let's see. Let's hold some games. They also have the civics osmosis. We have this. They want to change it to that, which is not entirely bad, but we are going to refuse it also. We should keep in mind that that is another factor that plays into our situation here.
Over there, let's go.
It's not just buildings that we need to take or keep in mind. Alright, Chang'an, what do we want to do here? Got the same problem. Ooh, +15 over here. That is an easy choice, as well as a little bit of production and influence. Pestilent pastures. Efforts to stem the disease that robbed the livestock in San Lorenzo of first their minds and then their lives proved tragically insufficient. The pestilent trickle has now become an unstoppable wave, afflicting countless animals. Far more disquieting is that it has begun to claim many human lives. The worst is surely yet to come. There is little choice now but to weather this terrible storm until it eventually abates. Scourged on San Lorenzo for 10 turns. Holy shit, that is a lot. No way. -25 food, money, -20 industry and science, and -10 stability. That is terrible. Well, that we are losing food and people are dying.
Yes.
Yeah, go right there. Why not? Food. We'll go ahead and grab this, I guess. It abates the problem a little bit. You're going to help out with the Palace of Versailles. We'll go grab that in the water. Also a little bit of a weird camera movement. We'll keep moving. Leverage collected. No movement left, so we'll end the turn right there. Though, change of reputation. Beowulf is a thief. Right, this guy definitely needs to move back. Yeah. I don't know if this is safe or not. I'm not entirely sure. Osmosis events. Yeah, we'll grab some science. Why not? We need 9 turns right now. Still need 9 turns after. But hey, it helps a little bit, I suppose. We also should start working on making more money per turn. Move you over into here so that on the next turn, hopefully they can move a little bit further. This seems to be working out for San Lorenzo. Now we're at -3 food. We will lose 1 population in 11 turns, and the plague will be over in less than that. So we should be safe. We'll grab Stoneworks because why not, I guess. Like the 4 extra production and no stability cost is the thing that makes it worthwhile. Can we go up here? Yes, we can. Let's move ahead and go right there. Or right there.
Alert and watching.
Stay right there. We can go for the aqueduct since we are at negative stability.
We have our orders. Keep moving. Do it.
Still need to find some more stuff, but nothing is in sight yet. Then, the lost cities of gold. Trade caravans laden with precious riches arrive often in the city of Yasodharapura. So much so, in fact, that envious locals often come to Gob as the treasures are unloaded by foreign merchants. Stories of where the riches hail from are rife. Now rumors are spreading that there exists a legendary city across the seas where, such is the wealth that lies beneath its lands, the streets are paved with gold. Every citizen wears jewel encrusted robes, and every piece of humdrum pottery is lined with gems. How should you leverage such speculation? Right, so we can indulge it. We'll get plus 25 money and minus 20% or minus 20 science per turn. Moving us towards the individualism axis. We could debunk it, we'll get extra science and negative money. Or we can discover. We will lose 1 population on Yasadhupura, as well as 1,000 gold, but with a potential benefit. So let's go ahead and grab that, because there was nothing I wanted to buy anyway. We'll grab another bit of extra science. Because why not, right? I'll have to grab a little bit more production at the cost of stability, unfortunately, but that's the way to go. Greener pastures trigger a migration from territories adjacent to the selected city. Its population will increase, but neighboring empires will gain grievances against you. Yasodhapura will gain 5 population. From San Lorenzo, Habana, and Caral. I'll also get from here. That's interesting. Why not? Let's give it a go. Oh, that's not good for our food production. Should have kept that in mind. What is this? Lifespan indicates the number of turns this independent people has left to reign. They will disappear soon. Yeah, they are going to disappear the next turn. Interesting. That means this land is up for grabs. Which also means that we might
from one leader to another
be able to do something with that. Alright, so if we talk to the purples.
reparations or face grave results.
How?
Ongoing demands.
How did it come to this?
Renounce,
What
okay,
you
yeah.
did, it's forgotten. I would not inflict this
Refuse
proposal
that.
upon my people.
I have
Now
been
we'll try
persuaded
open
to
borders.
withdraw
Let's
my
propose
I
this.
think we
They
can
refused
undertake
it.
a common venture. Do you agree?
Your proposition does not.
We can demand it.
So will you yield or die?
It's all turning to dust.
We're both in the early modern era. We have to deal with this, huh? Declare war or withdraw demands. The war support is lower than ours because theirs is still climbing. We're at 71. It's growing, however. I have no idea how our strengths are. If we declare war, it gives them 10 war supports. So it'll be 70 to 60. Well, first let's do some other things. Lost cities of gold. Several years have passed since the great expedition of young, plucky adventurers set off to discover the fabled lost city of gold. For years, no word was heard of their travels, but just yesterday they finally returned, walking proudly through the capital's gates, heads held high. Their faces are bleached by sun and wind, their bodies taut and rippled, but of the riches they sought there is no sign. Instead, they bring a wealth of stories, tales of vanquished foes and incredible sights. How will you greet their return? We can acclaim them. We'll get some. Could make a lot of units very quickly. Could chronicle them for extra money per turn. We'll ignore that. Or we could do new army. And I guess we'll get some very advanced military units. So that is what we're going to do. Arquebusiers. Nice. Yeah. That is pretty much the level that we're at right now. Alright, we'll send it up north. 8 turns to get there. We'll send this army up north as well. And I kind of forgot, but I wanted to claim this territory. It's reachable to us. Well, for now, we are going to have to do something else. I have no idea how strong they are. They have these 2 cities and they did capture these guys. We could cross over from here into their territory. Also from here into their territory, but we have a problem here with the cliffs. They have access to saltpeter, which does give them access to gunpowder, I guess. But let's go for the more interesting play. Let's declare
My
war.
people are fed up. My people demand war.
I defy.
Which means we are also at war with the Greens, which means that we can now attack their city. And we have a benefit here. They have a ton of citizens. We have the Danvigaja and the Lianubing, and we need to assault this place before it is too late and reinforcements show up. So we'll do a manual battle. And we'll put these guys up on the front or up on the high ground because they need to shoot over things. Put these guys in behind them. We'll put these warriors over here. And that is going to be our deployment. Alright, we'll attack them. We cannot attack them because there's no line of sight. We can attack them because they're on the high ground, so it's kind of interesting. Alright, if we move up here, we can attack these guys as well. So we'll go ahead and do that, I guess. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we could attack these guys and pretty much wipe them out, I guess. Oh, look at that, that is really strong. Alright, we'll wipe these guys out. Clear the way. We might lose a lot of troops by doing this. And we cannot move beyond this space. We'll move right there for now to protect these 2 units, and that is going to be it. We'll let them come to us. These guys are all going to run towards the city walls, try to attack our people. That's going to be a bad attack because they went uphill, I think. Oh wow. We're just wiping them out. Oh wow. Nice. Alright, so we got Karal. That is positive. We'll heal up the army. These guys need to go over here because we did see some of the leverage against the purples and we are just taking the greens. They're vexed. Okay, sure. But that is going to be the end of this video because we have been playing for some time already. I'm up to 40 minutes almost. Ooh. Controlled by Supreme Ruler Wang Senyi, the Mississippians. But we are still at war with them. We are going to get attacked by them on the next turn. Probably. And that is a lot of ranged units. And 2 warriors, though we do have access to 2 halberdiers, great swordsmen, and 2 ranged units as well. We could actually add another group to our army, and of course armies are also moving to reinforce. Can we do something here that we need to do? 5 turns to get these guys out of the city. 3,000 bucks. There's no way we can pay for that. Alright. Let's keep doing it like that, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I do still have a Ko-fi account if you wish to support the channel and this content directly, which would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.